This is the world's first live, daily LGBTQ evening news show, literally out of the closet and into the headlines on Queer News Tonight with Al Ferguson.
This is a special broadcast of the world's first and only LGBTQ+ daily evening television news, broadcasting live and available on demand on all smart televisions, including Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire TV, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We encourage you to watch on your home television by downloading the Happening Out Television Network, and you can see all of our programs.
It's time to queer up the news. This is the first ever LGBTQ+ news show broadcasting from the Eastern Mediterranean. Our nonprofit 501c3 travel club has partnered with Fort Lauderdale's Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church, to travel to this vital region of the world, including the 3 continents of Europe, Africa, and Asia.
Nearly 60 people from LGBTQ+ America have traveled with our news show to Egypt, Athens, Cyprus, Rhodes, Mykonos, Santorini, Turkey, and Israel. Just weeks before we left for our broadcast from 3 continents, the Israel-Gaza war broke out.
Queer News Tonight was scheduled to broadcast from Jerusalem, meaning that this LGBTQ+ news broadcast would broadcast back-to-back from Egypt's Giza pyramids, Israel's holy sites of all 3 major world religions, and Ephesus. We made some changes and hope to again broadcast from Israel in the future. Hotspots Magazine Happening Out Television Network is a nonprofit 501c3 media company in the same model of PBS and NPR, but designed for the LGBTQ+ community. Our mission is to support the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ+ community. We want to inform you and educate the key issues of our Black community, Latino, lesbians and queer women, trans, students, youth, seniors, HIV/AIDS, healthcare, business, social justice, and faith. Help us support our community.
Queer News Tonight is literally out of the closet and into the headlines. This evening we bring you the news of and a perspective representing the LGBTQ+ community.
Our community in South Florida and across America is diverse. Our community across the world is vast. And here are the bullet points of the queer news for today, Thursday, November 9th, 2023. Breathtaking. That's how I'm going to begin this broadcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Queer News Tonight. And this evening, this historic broadcast is coming to you from Cairo. You know, like you expect us to say, like, oh, we're coming to you from Las Vegas, or we're coming to you from P-Town, or we're coming to you from California, or like Medellin Pride. But no, we're coming to you from Cairo, Egypt, and the world-famous Giza Plateau. We are standing in front of the last remaining 7 wonders of the world, the Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt. Wow. Again, like I wish I had better words than wow, cow, but it's just wow. Hello, everyone, and my name is Faye. What? And you guys know that I am the host of the Faye What Show, and I am here with my bestie. You know him, you love him, Cal Gajraj, permanent cast member of It's Happening Out and also anchor on Queer News Tonight. How are you feeling today, Cal?
It's amazing. We're here in the Sahara Desert.
Yes.
In front of the pyramids.
Yes. Are you feeling your history right now?
I am. I just can't I'm so overwhelmed with emotion and excitement right now. You know, given my family, history, and my great-grandfather is actually Egyptian. This is actually my grandfather's hat that I brought with me to Egypt. He is no longer here with us,
He is with us, honey.
Yeah, I'm just really, just blown away right now by all of this.
It's beautiful. And again, by the way, your great-grandparents, they're with us. Their energy's here. I feel it here. It's just, well, we're going to get to more facts, fun facts about what's going on and what we're doing today in a little bit. But let's bring you what we always do, the queer news, all right? So let's begin by talking to you about queering up business. Target CEO has new comments about pulling LGBTQ+ pride merchandise from stores. We all remember that debacle,
no.
Right?
I wish I didn't remember it.
Oh my God, I remember like it was yesterday. It was, picture it, Miami Beach, 2023. So I remember it was like March or April, right? And Cal had just gone to Target. He had gone to one. It wasn't in Plantation. Where was it that you had gone to?
Yeah, it was in Sunrise Plantation area, out by me, out in the west part of the county. And I was so excited. I took pictures and I immediately texted to Faye, and I'm like, look, the Pride collection's out and it's in front of the store, and it's not just a shelf, it's an entire, section in a store. And it was bright and rainbowy and smiles. And
he bought too many things that day one, right? And we thought it was the beginning of wonderful things. And we thought that Target had our backs.
We
right?
did.
Right?
We did.
And I'm not saying that they don't. I mean, let's get into the story first. But soon after, because of complaints and, anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric, they ended up having to pull the merchandise and all this kind of crap happened. But let me tell you some facts about the story, all right? So here we go, Cal. Target CEO Brian Cornell has new and extensive comments about June's Pride Month merchandise. He explained that employees face daunting challenges over Pride Month merchandise in a new interview that he conducted. Target has celebrated Pride Month every June for more than a decade, but I think that this year it was that they just did it more and they went above and beyond. 2023 was the first time that it expanded to honor the trans community, and it created dramatic backlash. Cornell said adverse reaction mirrored larger discourse in states that have enacted anti-trans laws. And I remember that we started looking at the bad TikToks of the negative Karens, that we're looking at the onesies, right? And they were saying, why does this have to be for kids? Why are you trying to groom the children? And it had nothing to do with
Nothing to do with that. I mean, if anyone who has ever seen the Pride collection at Target included everything from all gender wear to houseware to household goods to home decor to pet clothing, everything you can actually think of, doormats for your home. That's why I said, the collection at Target this year was extremely extensive, and I was so proud to be able to see an entire section of the store.
And so inclusive. And it made us feel so inclusive. And of course, we feel included, right? Then of course, there's got to be other people that don't feel included, unfortunately. And then there was a huge backlash. So Cornell said that it led to that they had a lot of backlash from adding trans into their collection. So Cornell said that adverse reaction mirrored larger discourse in states that had enacted these anti-trans laws. And Cornell also said that it led to a substantial increase in in-store confrontations, but also contributed to a slump in overall Target sales during the second quarter. Cornell told CNBC about grave in-store situations, about employees that they found themselves in very aggressive behavior, and that they were received with threats, destruction of merchandise, and disruptions in the cashier area that were all done by haters or Karens, okay? But if like a brown person like us went into Target and started ripping things apart, what would happen, Cal?
It would have been the reverse insurrection. Like, honestly, in Target. And I don't understand this. Like, you go shopping, we all go grocery shopping, we go to Target, we go to Walmart, you go and get your stuff and you leave.
Yeah.
Like, what is it any business of yours that, the queer community has merchandise that they can go and be themselves?
I have a coaster with a rainbow on it. Why does it bother you?
No, because we've gotten to this level in our society where if I don't like something and I don't want to do something, then I don't want you to like it or do it either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, so Cornell described situations of hostility by yelling at employees and threatening to light products on fire, right? Cornell said in the same interview, he said, quote, "I've seen natural disasters. We've seen the impact of COVID leading into the pandemic, some of the violence that took place after George Floyd's murder. But I will tell you, Becky," I'm thinking that Becky was the interviewer, "what I saw back in May is in the first time since I've seen in my job where I had store team members saying it's not safe to come to work." Lastly, Target has not announced what they will do for Pride Month 2024, okay? And I will finish this story by saying, this gentleman says, the CEO, Mr. Cornell says, I've never experienced my employees having to deal with such violence and such threats and stuff like that. But guess what? What your employees feel now is what LGBTQ plus it feels every single day. Welcome to our world. We are threatened and we are screamed at, and we are, violence is perpetuated. That is what our LGBTQ plus community deals with every day, and your employees had to deal with it for Pride Month. Bigger steps need to happen, CEO. You need to come back and support us. Maybe, there's got to be some way where everybody's happy. But at the end of the day, if everybody's not happy, still support us. Right?
Yeah, and I think it's a combination of a couple things. So the DEI, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee that Target has, along with their HR team and also their crisis communication team, I think those three things need to come together and do what's best, not only for the customers, but also for the employees as well.
I got it. That makes a lot of sense. All right, what else is up, Mr. Khaled?
Khaled, yeah. Next, let's queer up travel. Queer News Tonight's historic broadcast from Cairo and the Great Pyramids of Giza. Queer News Tonight is broadcasting 3 hours from the Mediterranean southwest of Cairo at the Giza Plateau. The Great Pyramid of Giza is the largest Egyptian pyramid and served as the tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. The pyramid is nearly 5,000 years old. The Great Pyramid was the world's tallest human-made structure for more than 3,800 years. It stands at more than 450 feet tall. The base measures 755 feet and could hold Rome's St. Peter, London's St. Paul, and Florence's Basilica all inside of the Great Pyramid.
No way! Wow, that's incredible.
The Great Pyramid has an estimated 2.3 million large blocks weighing 6 million tons in total. The Great Pyramid is just one of 11 pyramids of the Giza Plateau, and essentially it's necropolis, a graveyard for royal Egyptians. The Mummy, lore of the books and movies that were based on the Great Pyramids in the Giza pyramids here, as disturbing the necropolis meant certain death for those that entered. Ancient Greek writer Herodotus wrote in the 5th century that the Great Pyramid required 100,000 laborers, and it took 20 years to build.
Wow. So Egyptians themselves built it, and they felt themselves that it was a civil service to do their part. So it wasn't like they were forced to do it.
Right. Queer News Tonight is the first ever LGBTQ plus television news show to broadcast from the Great Pyramids.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot of information.
Take that in.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. And, you know, one of the conversations that we were having last night on the ship was also how, you know, it is believed that this is just the top of many other, pyramids that haven't been found yet. You know, so can you imagine, like, what's under here and what more is still yet to be discovered? And, I mean, the history, the time, the effort. You know, you can't get people to put a book club together in the U.S. right now, right? But you can put people that said, okay, I want to make this happen. I want to be a part of this. I don't care if it takes 20 years. I don't care if I'm still alive when it's actually finished.
Yeah.
But I want to be here for it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just to think about where walking, you know, where the civilization has existed for 6,000 years. And that's something pretty incredible.
Incredible. Well, we'll have more to bring to you. And, I had a very special interview today about the importance of the pyramids of Giza and especially the Great Pyramid. Watch this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Faye Watt, and we are right now in Cairo. I can't even believe that. I can't believe the word Egypt, all right? And I am here with the lovely Najwa. Did I say that right? Yes, Najwa. Isn't that a beautiful name? It means the happiness of love. The happiness of love. Wow. So my name is Faye, and it just means Faye. That's it. Very nice. That's it. I love that Najwa. So Nina is what you have. Nina is my nickname. Even in my with my family. Okay, so your family is calls you Nina. Yes. I would like pequeña, like little. Yeah. Right. Like that would be. Yes. Janina, the little one. The little one. You're not that. Yeah. I'm not that little anymore. Little, right. So Miss Nina, we are gonna go into this incredible $1 billion museum that I've heard about. Right. Yeah. I love the acronym. It's called GEM. Right? Yes, the GEM, which is the abbreviation of the Grand Egyptian Museum. Wow. Okay, so grand. So you had another Egyptian museum before. Yeah, we have the Archaeological Museum, the very famous one in Tahrir Square. Yes. Which was opened in 1902. It has a collection of 120,000 artifacts from all over Egypt. Wow. And that's not even then that there's a bigger number in the revolts. Of course, when they built the GEM or the Great Egyptian Museum, this one would be particular for the full collection, the 5,000 pieces of Kuta. Oh my God! And her Kuta, but because even with the Egyptian Museum, there was only 1,700 pieces were shown all over the years since the discovery. But now, for the first time, the world will see the whole collection, the full 5,000 pieces. So were the initial 1,000 plus pieces from the initial museum brought on over to GEM also? They will do like a parade, like a royal parade for the pieces that is now still in the Egyptian Museum to travel to the new place, which is the GEM. That's supposed to be sometime at the end of November, as I've killed. Wow. Okay. So we're traveling with a big LGBTQ plus group of people, right? And when it comes to our community, we always want more and more and more and more, you know? So I'm thinking that you filled up that first museum and you were like, all right, we need a bigger location and King Tut deserves more
And it's a
pieces.
huge building. You will see how big it is. And the nice
You've been in it already.
Yes.
Okay, what is your favorite part? What is the one thing? Like, if you had 20 minutes to run in, what would it be?
The main room that has the 5,000 pieces are not open yet.
Okay.
So I've never seen it. Nobody have actually been able to see it. But the rest of what's open for the public, at least now, there is a beautiful staircase, has beautiful statues of the different kings, some older to newer. And then when you reach the top, you see the three pyramids right next to each other from the panorama window. That's really amazing.
Breathtaking. I haven't seen it yet, and already I'm getting chills, right? So, I mean, how crazy is that?
But officially, when the opening is happening, there was the
And when will that be? That will be soon?
Yes. And in the end of November. That's as scheduled.
Okay, well, we can't wait to get to see all the highlights on GEM and what's going to happen there. We have a lot more to cover. We'll be back with Nina for our next interview. We'll be talking about the pyramids and Giza and safety and all that. We'll be right back.
That's today's news for the LGBTQ plus community on the world's first and only daily LGBTQ plus evening news show. If our community is important to you,
Share this news with your friends and family. Are you, like most of America, part of our very large television audience watching this live LGBTQ plus news broadcast right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV? We need your support.
if our community is to grow, we must tell our stories and bring them to the attention of the broader world. Tune in daily on this historic queer news broadcast of the Eastern Mediterranean and 3 continents.
We will be broadcasting across Greece, Egypt, Cyprus, Turkey, and the Greek Isles. No queer news show has ever been done like this ever before. And that is exactly what Queer News Tonight is all about. We will see you daily at 8 p.m. To our LGBTQ plus world, we wish you good night.